What's going on YouTube? This your boy Travis. I'm here to talk about the presidential address that was addressed by President Obama last night about the possible military actions against Syria. About that, what I want to talk about is, yeah, I disagree with what he's trying to do because it just putting the world at stake. Possibly our allies could possibly turn against us because some do agree to launch military strikes against Syria and some don't. And I do understand that that the Syrians citizens are upset because their innocent people got killed like a few weeks ago from the chemical attacks, deadly, which is understandable. And we don't need to engage in Syria because they're gonna possibly launch an attack against us, which nobody don't want that to happen. And I know the president don't want that to happen either. And I understand from what he's saying that he don't want them to strike back at us, and he wants the world to be peaceful, which that's understandable. But in some cases, it's not our fight to be involved in someone else's fight. That's not going to happen because a lot of people, a lot of countries don't want other countries involved to get involved in other people's fights, which is true. And the moral of the story is we don't need to go into Syria because it's just gonna create more mess, and plus that's gonna create more mess in the future. Because bad enough we dealing with Iraq and Afghanistan because we've been in there for over 10 years now, and we don't need to create another war. And bad enough a lot of people is against these wars because every day soldiers are putting their lives and dying for our country, which we do every day. And people sacrifice their lives every day and put their lives on the line, like jobs, taking care of families, stuff like that. And plus we don't need to be involved in someone else's war because we're trying to get everything straightened with Iraq and Afghanistan for us to get out of there. And we probably will be in there for probably another few more years, possibly. I respect President Obama as a president, but I just don't like his actions against going into Syria because it's not going to happen. Some members of Congress is for to go into Syria and some against it, but overall, a lot of people is against it because they thinking that that's going to be like a World War III or World War IV. And me personally, I don't want it to be another war because possibly next thing you know, it's going to probably be rumors around saying that there's probably going to be a draft, and nobody don't want no draft because nobody don't like going to war because it's just too risky. And bad enough people's risking their lives every day, like try to keep themselves straight. And in Obama's case, he wants to go in and play like the hero. We can't play hero all the time. That's not gonna happen. I'm just saying that some countries you can help and some you can't help. In terms of Syria, we can't help. There's no way that we can't help them out because some countries be like killing their own people for years. We can't stop that. Like for example, like the Israelis and the Palestinians been fighting for centuries. We can't stop that. And in terms of Syria, we don't want to go into that because that's just going to create more mess. And the president needs to focus more on this country because bad enough people is struggling to try to find more jobs. Some of them trying to get jobs, and some of them they're struggling in general. Well, I'm just saying because a lot of people wants Obama to create more jobs, try to decrease the tax bad enough because taxes is going up, and we don't need no more taxes going up. He needs to focus more on the economy because the economy is going down here. That's been going down here for years. In reality, the previous presidents tried to straighten the economy out, but it just never happened because they're too busy focusing on other countries. And not only that, if we go into Syria, like say, like now for an example, possibly our allies could go against us for going into Syria, and that's putting the world relationship at risk of not joining forces with us in the long run because we're too busy sticking our nose in other people's business. That's why a lot of third world countries are against us because we're too busy sticking our nose where it doesn't belong. And we don't need to be sticking our nose where it doesn't belong because that's just going to create more mess. Because I understand our job is to prevent communism from spreading all over the world. But some countries, you can't be diplomatic. Some of them is not going to be diplomatic without a fight. That's just part of reality. Well, I appreciate y'all listening to what I have to say, and please subscribe, please leave comments. I'll talk to you later. Peace.